Yo, YouTube, what's going on? It's your boy Elite. We're back with another video, guys, and today, learn from the pros, all right? So, obviously, CDL Dallas was this weekend. I thought, why not make it happen? Let's talk about some search and destroy today and go through some of the best search and destroy tips that we can go through here watching the pros play. It's going to be a little bit different than what we normally do with the learn from the pros. I've recently did like a coaching session with some teams and downloaded this little paint tool that you can draw on top of YouTube videos with, which I thought was pretty exciting. We're going to be going through it live together and, of course, you know, nitpicking the best tips throughout the time. So, of course, this is the St. Petrograd match between the Rokkr and the Huntsmen. So, for those of you who may not have known, obviously this goes pretty crazy. Let's just say one team goes up by a lot and the other team comes back and wins it. You know, and Envoy has a crazy match. So obviously we'll be talking a lot about how Envoy plays this and then going through what makes these guys so good at search and destroy, what you can do to be better at search and destroy, and how your team can play search and destroy to improve as a whole as well. Alrighty, so let's start here in the third round. So obviously the Rokkr are already up 3-0. They've been playing very, very well. Good team search and destroy all the way out. Of course, on Petro, the snipers are so crucial into opening up the map, especially when you're playing against pros, when pros are playing pros. To opening up the map and giving them space to maneuver and play this thing. And so basically what happens here, like, let's watch how Alexx, I'll back this up a little bit. Alexx pushes past pool. So like, as you guys can see here, here's Alexx rocking it right there, no pun intended, down the middle of the map. So basically, let's see how this slowly pushes out here. So he plays inside of the little cubby, the pillars cubby. Arcitys gets a pick on Silly on the car, gets the little car explosion to blow up. And GodRx does an awesome job of trying to hunt formal here, just like with the sniper, boom, across the map here. So we'll hurry up here and watch how right immediately after GodRx gets the snipe, Alexx pushes through pillars, or pushes through arch to then hit flank and play this round. So this is also really unfortunate. While we're waiting for that, pay attention to Scump's setup here. So he gets really unlucky with like the not getting the hit markers on Asim, who's in the corner here. Good search and destroy would say you shouldn't be peeking this, especially when you're at least still weak. Like he's out here, whoops, he's out here peeking this doorway here. Whoever is sitting top, I would assume that's Gunless, is sitting top. You know, he might be able to trade it through this window right here. It's unlikely. So Scump is playing an untradeable situation in this scoring here. So let's play forward to see what happens here. So there's GodRx's snipe. Everything's going down at once. He snipes him from mid here. So down goes formal. And immediately after he gets that snipe, watch in the middle here as Alexx pops out. Boom. He's hitting flank. So Alexx immediately after that pick, which clears mid, is got. After the pick is got, Alexx pushes through here and hits arches to hit flank immediately. And then you see here at the exact same time, Scump peeks Asim here, which again, it's an untradeable kill for the Huntsmen. They're not able to trade Asim out right away. And Alexx then hits the flank at the same time, causing absolute madness for the Huntsmen. Honestly, I'm surprised they rotated out there, considering Alexx was on the flank and had some sort of map control now. Maybe that could have been communicated better with the Rokkr, or else that was like an actual decision they were trying to make here. But Alexx is now just chilling inside of A because his team bailed on him. So good stuff from Alexx to not try to push and waste his life here. So he's just chilling here, playing his time inside of A while the Rokkr rotate through mid here. So let's see what happens. Assault wins a big gunfight here on Envoy, peeking outside of their arch or their gate. Now Alexx just chilling inside A, and then the rest of the Rokkr are in mid street. So Alexx does end up going down to Arcitys inside of A because he got kind of abandoned by his team. But I love how GodRx, you know, has that sniper. He stays back pool because he is calling out the cross. So once that bomb goes down, I mean, the bomb, you know, they're about to plant the bomb. Once that bomb goes down, you know, imagine the Huntsmen figure out that GodRx is back here. Now it's such a problem. GodRx can get the call out if they're crossing from A. So he'll be able to watch this whole line of sight right here. And, it puts the Huntsmen into a really tough situation. Obviously, if this was like a 2v2, it might be a little bit different. But because it's a 3v2, and because Asim and Assault can play together at B-Bomb while GodRx watches the cross, they're in perfect shape to win the round. So that's something that was definitely communicated between them during this round. It was like, all right, I'm gonna stay back here. We got numbers. You guys go plant bomb. I'll watch cross, and we'll see what happens here. So down goes Gunless to GodRx's snipe. like we said. So that leaves Arcitys left in a 1v3, basically unwinnable, and he ends up dying right there. So, I mean, overall, just really good stuff for the Rokkr. Obviously, maybe a little bit of miscommunication with Alexx and the whole flank push to A, but Alexx did a great job of capitalizing on the man-up advantage inside of mid. He used that to his full advantage, and they did a great job playing Petro there. So the setup here from the Rokkr in the next round is really interesting, and I like it a lot. They've got Alexx sitting here watching Street. They've got GodRx basically laying here watching for trades, and then they'll send Assault out here to watch back L. So they got B control locked up, then they've got A locked up as well in case they need to call in the rotation. So the setup is really, really nice. I like it, and watch how they play these trades together as a team. They capitalize together and play the trades so well. So I mean, this is really, really good stuff from Envoy here to even win this gunfight. That's a tough gunfight to win. But, you know, he gets that kill, and immediately look what Silly does here. So Silly, right here, sitting inside of gate / arch, depending on what you're calling it, he hits the train flank to kill and, you know, play the trades here on Envoy. GodRx, if he plays patiently, you really respect the patient play from GodRx here. I think a lot of amateur players would be, like, hopping up here, jumping out to try to challenge it, then they get caught with bad timing and die by Envoy or something like that. But GodRx plays really patiently, waits for Silly to get here to hit the flank and get the kills. So let's watch how it plays out. Right here, there comes Silly on the flank. There's Envoy, goes down to GodRx. Silly finds Scump, who's there to help Envoy on the trades, give him his help. And Assault kills Gunless right here, who came to try to trade the GodRx kill. So they literally had all of their ends watched. They had their backs watched. Assault comes in, plays that perfectly. Formal's here. Formal gets a nice pick on Assault, but they end up cleaning up everybody else, and they win the round. So a really, really good job from the Rokkr, playing their trades, playing with their setup, playing patiently, waiting for the trades to come through, which is something that amateur teams really struggle with. They're not communicating that well. Like, you'd expect there that Silly is like, yo, I'm hitting the flank, wait, like, you know, play patient, or something like that. Some type of, obviously, comms are crisper than that. But, you know, they're doing a good job there making that happen. I also threw on the Rokkr hoodie for this. I also have a Huntsman hoodie, so you Huntsman fans, I'm not biased, all right? I have both, okay? I just thought, you know, why not? Rokkr hoodie felt good, right? This time around, right? But awesome stuff from Rokkr. Next round, this is where the comeback begins, okay? So let's pay attention to Envoy here. Obviously, we'll be talking a lot more about him as we keep going here. But Envoy, right here on the flank, he's coming through, trying to peek ski a little flank, see what happens. Obviously, he has to expect somebody's watching this. They're pro teams. They're not dumb. They generally are watching their flanks. And he gets really good timing off the rip here on GodRx. So he gets that good timing on GodRx. So now it's a 3v3, Envoy, Gunless, and Formal versus Asim, Assault, and Silly. And watch how Envoy, you know, just plays his time here, plays patiently. I'm a little bit surprised that Assault actually ends up peeking this. I mean, he does have an AR in hand, so maybe that's why he decides to try to peek it. But Assault peeks it, Envoy beams him, and I love how Envoy plays his life here. So Asim does a great job of killing Gunless on the staircase. That was awesome. Now a 3v2. You know, this is why Assault shouldn't feel like he has to peek this. I don't know why he does. Probably not a good search and destroy play overall. They have the man advantage. They could play time here, get top control, get bomb down, and probably win the round. But they're up 5-0. He feels a little lenient, so he peeks it. Envoy smokes him here. I don't know how Envoy wins this gunfight. I wish we could see it, but Envoy absolutely smokes him. At the exact same time, Formal gets a pick on Silly, going top 10 here, which now puts it into a 1v2 with Asim. Asim is a sneaky little guy, which is a smart play from Asim here. Has to go immediately to chase that Formal kill. Because in a 2v1 where they know exactly where you are, you have bomb, you've got to go quick here. So he immediately pushes to trade that kill, which I absolutely love. So let's watch how Asim ends up getting that trade. But watch how Envoy gets that kill. Formal gets a kill. He backs up immediately to go play with Formal. So they play together here, which is smart search and destroy. And exactly why they end up winning the round. So Envoy decides to bounce back. Yo, play together. You know, Formal goes up the stairs. Asim is chasing him. But there it is. Envoy gets a slight peek of Asim, and Asim gets the kill, but it doesn't really matter, as Envoy, who came here to come and play with Formal, is the reason why they win this round here. So Envoy gets the easy kill on Asim to win the round. That's awesome. Search and destroy, good communication, and like Asim played that really, really well. He just got, unfortunately, kind of bad timing on Envoy, and a great play overall from Envoy to play with Formal there to get the trades. So I absolutely love how the Huntsmen play this round? They start playing some really good search and destroy here. So the Huntsmen are playing for picks, all right? They're playing for information. They're playing for picks. There was a smoke right here, so they don't know how many people crossed into A. But look at that. Four Rokkr players crossed into A, which is real unfortunate for the Rokkr. Obviously, they made the wrong read. They thought the Huntsmen were going to rush A here. They didn't. First of all, they get a great pick here on Assault. Again, I don't know why Assault would put himself into like such a exposed position here when he's the only player at A. I would expect a little bit slower play. Like maybe you literally just post him up back B, or you're posting up in one of the windows or something inside of Hazmat. But I'm surprised he's playing on the ambulance when, you know, you can get naded like what happens here. So he ends up getting naded right about now. And basically, after they get that pick, this is really interesting. So watch how, you know, their whole squad, Formal specifically, starts watching this cross. He's making sure that they get the information that they know whether or not they're going to rotate back to A. Obviously, immediately after they get that kill, the Huntsmen start pushing forward a little bit to try to see if they can get some map control, which is good plays, especially in this situation. But let's watch this rotation here. The Rokkr decide, okay, we need to rotate. Nobody's at B. They're gonna try to push B here. There's 4 of us at A. Let's rotate. So here comes the rotation. Formal spots them, and bang, down he goes. All right, they saw now 2 cross. Now they saw 2 more players cross. So now they know, okay, well, numbers say we already killed Assault over at B. 2 more guys rotated to B. So there's either nobody at A or there's 1 person at A. So let's go see what happens. All right, so that's exactly what they do. They then fly into A here. The whole Huntsman team is just like, yo, hit A hard, let's go. Boom. And here they fly. All of them coming through here. Get an easy pick. And now you're in a 5v2. Good luck, Rokkr. So the Huntsmen play off the information that they got there and the first blood that they got very well here. And it basically guaranteed them the round because of how well they played off the information. He was anticipating the rotation there from Formal. He anticipated that they were going to rotate. They got that information, got the picks, and then are able to win this round easily. The next round here, this is a really interesting, risky, and insane play from Envoy. So he is currently sitting bottom window, just chilling down there, trying to see that mid push, trying to watch that mid push. Assault gets a kill on Formal. Outer here, he kills Formal from in the window. And Envoy decides to push this. That's a risky push on this map. But watch how he plays it. He plays it really slow. He checks his corner, slides in, and he decides to hop over the wall instead of opening the door. Obviously, eliminating the sound that the door would make, which is a smart play. I mean, Assault was expecting a push like this on the flank here, which is actually insane. But watch Envoy's gun skill here. He screws it up. He screws it up, gets crazy lucky with the jump, or maybe he screwed up because of the open door, but basically he gets crazy timing on Assault. He slides out. Look at that timing. 2 guys here. What are the odds? Opens the door, bang, both guys are here. He finds 2. He knows that Assault is somewhere nearby, so he knew someone opened this door, and Assault was outer. I wonder if he's still here. So in his mind, Envoy knows there very likely is someone nearby, if not up above him for sure. So he plays that door expecting someone to be there, and would you look at that, he is. Boom, Envoy finds 3, completely changing the round for the Huntsmen. So just absolutely insane stuff. I mean, he took the risk because they knew that they had B covered. So like he knew that these guys were rotating back to B, so that he had, you know, he could at least push up and maybe get some information. But it was an incredibly risky push. I don't, you know, if you're Envoy, you can make the push. I'm not sure if you're just an AM player if that's a smart push to make. Envoy, he played that so well. Obviously, the gun skill is something that we can all learn from, and gives the Huntsmen a chance to win this round. So this is a really weird round here. Okay, so they're playing for information. GodRx gets the idea that one is sitting, you know, outer in the bottom stair cut on water. They know that one of them is top pool, so they have some decent information that they know where they are here. The problem is that they completely lose track of mid. They have no idea who's pushing up in bottom hazmat or who's pushing outer street here or into B. So like watch this setup and how this plays out. Let's just watch it. It's really weird how Assault plays top 10 for a while. GodRx gets to his position, gets the sniping call out that, you know, one is outer. But then watch what Assault's watching here. Assault is for some reason just watching the mid push here. He's not at all watching, you know, double doors or the jump up into window or anything else. And that allows for Envoy to take advantage of the map and the setup and push straight through to kill GodRx. So Envoy capitalizes and plays to what the defense gave him. I mean, obviously checking his corners and playing really, really slow there, as you can tell. But he knows where one of them is, and he goes straight for the throat of GodRx here. So he goes right at him. Boom. There he is. Just like a few rounds ago, Formal is just sitting up here in window. And guess what? He watches flank. He watches the rotation. Okay? And so the Rokkr should know that that's a very likely possibility that this literally just happened to them. This just happened to them a few rounds ago. They don't think about it. So here comes Asim just flying out like nothing's ever changed. Here comes Asim flying out of gates right here. He's looking, he's checking, and here he goes to die right there. So he dies from the cross. I'll back it up a second because I think Envoy does a good job of, again, chasing the guy who's back here. So Assault gets one kill right here. So watch Assault to back. He does a good job of rotating to try to find it. It's a risky push from Assault because he finds one, though. And Assault does a good job of immediately changing positions, playing his life. So he runs through the window. But again, Envoy, he's chasing the kills because look how much time is left on the clock. There's 10 seconds left. You have to chase. So this is a very aware play here from Envoy. You have to chase these kills at all costs, no matter what. So here he comes. Envoy finds the kill. And again, Formal finds another one on the rotation. The Huntsmen should never, ever, ever win this round. It's crazy. Imagine if Silly and Alexx are rotating from A here. There's 8 seconds left. Assault probably just called out that he just killed the bomb carrier. So, I mean, they probably got lost in the madness of the end of the round. But the Huntsmen literally would not have been able to plant this. This round's over. If one of them stays up, this round's over. They cannot plant the bomb. But they both push out here. Really bad play from the Rokkr. An awesome play from Formal and from Arcitys to watch this cross, be aware of that, and they were ready to push this cross if need be because of how much time was left. So really self-aware play from the Huntsman, and good job playing the clock there at the end for the Huntsman, but really bad stuff from the Rokkr. I mean, at this point, Envoy has just full sent. He is already, I mean, what, we're like, 15 seconds into the round. This dude's already back pillars on like outer street. What? Like, he's flying. And like he's already checked his corners. I'll back it up so you can kind of see the route that he ran here. But like, he ran through double doors. Obviously, you can get to like here. You can get to L, like right when the other team gets to L. So it's a really risky push from Envoy. I mean, if there could have easily been, 1 or 2 guys pushing L here and he dies and his life was wasted. Unless he gets one of the kills, he gets traded. You risk it for the biscuit once in a while. At this point, you're playing for the win. You're pulling out all the strats. So he is full sending on this flank. I mean, Scump throws a great nade to pre-nade that rush because they assume one's crossing. They know they're crossing, so he pre-nades that rush and gets Asim. And now watch, Envoy's already on the full flank. He's hopping up. We're 25 seconds in the round. He's already hopping up onto the back of Pool. That's rough. That's rough. And so watch Envoy's patience here. He knows he has a good chance of getting one of these guys inside of A, considering they have the calls from his teammates. Obviously, all 3 of the Huntsman guys, they know they're in back boxes. They know they're back here somewhere. So Envoy is pinching that. They would assume that Assault is somewhere back here, and that's why Envoy plays his life and runs backwards after this, I think. So let's watch as he gets the kill here. He immediately turns around to go play his life. Doesn't necessarily expect Assault to be up here right on him right away, but he snaps on him. This is just straight up gun skill right there. And Assault has an M4 while Envoy has an MP5, so that definitely matters. Envoy's instincts to be able to turn around there, play time, and then react to Assault is crazy.
And he gets the second on Assault, Ben.
That opens up that opens it up. Now a 5v2 easy rounds for the Huntsmen. It's over right after that. So now we're in round 11 here. The instincts here from the Huntsmen are crazy. So let's watch what goes down here. Let's just watch it real quick. As you can see, the Rokkr are trying to push quick towards A. Here comes the trophy. You definitely like that in like a round 11 situation, because you know they're going to be trying to pull it all out and try to potentially play this hard. So Scump is playing, you know, back boxes here. You got Arcitys down here below. We've got Gunless going up top into the window. This has been a pretty basic setup for the Huntsmen, but it's definitely really effective. And like that's kind of how defense works on Petro. There's some pretty basic stuff that you have to do to watch these rushes.
That's for sure. Minnesota Rokkr on the attack here in the round.
But again, they throw those nades, and Asim dies again to the pre-nade, man. I don't know what it was, why they weren't able to consider that or think about that happening. But like that's just a lack of awareness from the Rokkr. They're falling, like this is truly like a falling apart. Like they're nervous. You can tell because they played the first 5 rounds so well. They played spotless search and destroy the first 5 rounds, and then now they're making mistake after mistake. It makes no sense, but they were definitely at least a little nervous. So down goes Asim. Silly does a good job of finding Scump here, because again, I don't know why Scump decides to push this. Really dumb. Like there's no need. There's absolutely no need to push into boxes there. So Scump again getting overly aggressive for no reason. That's kind of always been his problem. If he's struggling, it's because he's getting overly aggressive like that. Play back here with your boys. Play back here with Gunless. Play back here with Arcitys. There's no need, because nobody can trade that kill. You're pushing into boxes. If you die there, no one can trade that kill. So a bad push from there from Scump. So this is really interesting. I think Gunless gets a sight on assault here on the box, the God Heady, the box Heady. And immediately he takes some shots and backs up, so watch that here. But then what the Rokkr do here is really interesting. So they decide, again, he backs up to play his life. He doesn't want to get naded, which is really smart. Again, good teams are going to try to nade you there most of the time to try to get that easy pick. And he does a good job of repositioning. So he backs up, plays slow. Again, it is round 11. Force them to plant. And Arcitys has a look on bomb here. He has a good angle. But watch how they play this. I mean, Minnesota does this awesome. 50 seconds to... They smoke the top. Alexx is worried about somebody being here. Otherwise, he would have just pushed through the doorway. But instead, he hops up onto the white van here. And watch, he absolutely beams Arcitys. Boom. Like, that is smart search and destroy from Alexx. They had to have communicated that. They were probably talking about where they thought Arcitys might be here. And they knew that Arcitys been playing inside A most of this game. And they called it out, knew it was happening, and boom, he's dead. So they know Gunless is top somewhere, and they haven't seen anybody else today. So this is a smart bomb plan here, a really smart bomb plan. Immediately get the bomb down. There it goes. You get top control, because that's what you have to do. You've got to get top control, and then you plant the bomb. Smart stuff. So that's just smart search and destroy from the Rokkr. So bomb goes down. Here's Gunless in the top. You know, he has to play at least somewhat slow and be wary, because they could be anywhere top here at this point on him. And because they know they smoke top, so he has to assume one is top. Here comes the potential challenge. Gunless expected him to be there, because they knew that likely any good team would go top after planting the bomb. So Gunless knew that, expected him to be there, expected the challenge, and won the gunfight by cammering him. So that's just good gun skill from Gunless. So Gunless gets a huge kill there. If he loses that gunfight, they 100% lose this round. So that's massive. Here comes Envoy. Here comes the squad. GodRx is watching the flank. They've got 2 stacked up on boxes here. So it's definitely still a really tough situation. But watch what Envoy does. Watch what Envoy does. They throw the smoke, and Envoy hops right onto it. Right onto it. He's going for the ninja. All right. And obviously he's calling that out. 3v3. I can't believe it. And it's just smart plays. They protect him. Look how they set up here. Boom. They have Gunless at the top, in top window, watching over him, watching the box push. Then they have Formal sit up on the inside of bomb. So if they try to push to kill him, he has a chance to get it. The smoke is down. They set up on the ninja defuse, and it works, man. It works.
Throughout the entire game, he's on the bomb. The defuse. Minnesota Rokkr. You gotta check it.
Unreal.
Happens again from 5-0 down.
Unreal. So, I mean, the setup there from, again, just such smart search and destroy from the Huntsmen. Something clicked for them early on in the match. They were lost, and the Rokkr were playing awesome. And the flip was switched. I mean, my goodness, someone flipped that switch, because Like, it was the complete opposite the last 6 rounds. So there's a lot of things that you can take away from this breakdown. Obviously, the patience and the communication from the information that you're gathering is so important. Twice, Formal got easy kills by watching the other team's rotation on defense. So any good team will rotate when one of their guys goes down towards one side of the bomb site. So they anticipate the rotation and get the easy kills. The Rokkr, early on, they're playing so patient with their trades and their setups, playing close together, trading the kills on defense. As the game progressed, the Huntsmen tried out a handful of different strats. They allowed Envoy to be the aggressor, the one to push up, get the first interactions, the first bloods, and it worked out for him. So I really like how the Huntsmen switched up their strategies, diversify how they push towards bomb sites, and the pros are better at it than anybody else. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys did, like, comment, favorite, subscribe. I really do appreciate it. And as always, guys, I'm your boy Elite, and we will see you next time. I'm out.